Welcome back. So here we are, April 4th of 2022, and we got the loop running here. I'm going to let it go play a few times because there's a lot going on in this one. Looks like we've had three different CMEs. This one right here, this one down here, and then this one up here. Now, as we go into this video on this first CME, look how this stuff wraps around. It's swirling around, and it looks like it swirls around and launches one of these objects. So watch, it swirls around, and then see this object leaving. So first we'll go into detail on this one first, and then we'll go to these other ones second and third. Okay, so right about here, I'm going to pause it as it starts to emerge from behind the occulter here. You can see our instrument reacting to it here, and then as we progress here, now this one's different. This flow comes out, it wraps back around, and goes back down in. You see that? So we're going to back it up. That flow seems to be twisting and launching this object out of there. So boom, it twists around, and out comes this object up here. Okay, and here we'll zoom in on it a little bit better here. And I'm talking about this round object just got launched out from right here as this was twisting around. It almost looks like the wind up in a pitch. So let me put this back into motion here, and I want you to watch this wind up in the pitch from this little CME right here. Now, did you guys see that? All right, maybe I will speed it up just a tad bit more. Let's see if the camera can pick this up. This swirling motion that I'm talking about here. Yeah, you see how it comes out, swirls around, and launches this object out there. Now, we have solar prominences that stand up off the surface of the sun, but this is way out there for a prominence. This is way too big for just a normal solar prominence. And what appears to be happening is there seems to be a object right here, and we'll go frame by frame here, and I want you to see this object kind of stay stationary. So here we are at the very beginning again. Let me see if I can pull this down just a little bit more for you guys. All right, and as it progresses out, this little core stays right here, and stuff circulates around it as this one shoots. Let's back up just a few right here. Now, what I'm talking about is this white circle right here. Now, we've captured these things parked next to the sun, sucking material off them, and then they zip out. That was back in 2012 when we had a big black one down here in that vicinity. So these things do park next to the sun as well, and I believe we have one parked right here. This one came in, bounced off, and headed out, and caused that swirling motion around the outside of this one and the magnetic of this one. As these two passed, it caused that swirling motion. So let me put it back into motion here again so you can see what I'm talking about. See how this stays and that one goes out? And then also, let's back up just the previous ones. Okay, so here this object is still here. And here's our instrument reacting to it too. Let's blow this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this little round white circle right here has been parked there this whole time. It launched this thing out, and the instrument's reacting to it right there. Then, as we progress forward through this, okay, now this next image, the screen kind of goes smooth for a minute. See how it's all rough, and now as this next CME starts down here, everything goes smooth, but you can still detect this round object right there. And I'm going to blow it up for you guys. It's still right here, and it's still got stuff circulating around it right there. So it hangs out for a long time. It never moves out. It's always there throughout this whole 3 CME process. Now here comes our second CME now. Now we're going to start focusing on this one. And as it progresses and comes out right about here, you can start to make out we have a round circular object here. Okay, this round circular object, which appears to have flames still streaking off the top of it and off the sides. You can see the flow going around this, and you can see that it still has stuff streaking back and literally flames still licking off the top of it right there. So there was that. And it appears there might be a darker circle type object down in here. So there appears to be another object creating another CME. And then let me back out of this. Whoopsie. Please bear with me here. I'm still kind of getting the hang of this. So we're going to continue. It's still right here. You can still make it out. But then it starts to move out and disappears as this other CME starts to emerge over here, this third one. So now we will try to get this just right here. All right, now let's back out of this a little bit, and we'll focus on this third one. So we had this one first. It's still here. It flung out a little object this way. This one second. It had a little object in it. Now we got this third one up here that's starting to come out. And this one, it appears we have a little object in the center right in this area. Let me see how they kind of blocked it out here. They do this to block out some frames. There's a good shot of it. Here, let's go back one right there. Okay. Our object's right in here in the middle, and you can see this bubble, this magnetic bubble. I guess this is its magnetic field, but you can see there's a nice defined line, a nice defined bubble around this center object right here. Okay, and then this one they tried to block out a lot. So the next frame, it's in this vicinity. It's wrapped in all the CME material, so it's a little hard to see. Here they've gone and kind of blanked it out with their little filter thing. Oh, let's see. I think it was right. Yeah. Even though they tried to filter this one out, it still made it into the image. It's still right here. Perfectly round black object right inside the middle of this bubble here. And it looks like there was something else right behind it that they blacked out. So as we'll go to the next frame here, and then we're going to go back in here, and I want you to look. So here was our black object. This is what they had blacked out right here. So there appears to be, in this image, it's just odd. It almost looks like there's two right here with something connecting them, and a third one, a little small one in the middle. And it's odd, but that's kind of what it appears like. And then we'll go one more frame here, and it's, even though it's kind of hidden in the letters here, you can see that we have this object here, a middle one, and then the third one is up behind these letters now a little bit, but almost looks like a TIE fighter, with one thing on the side, a thing on the side, and then a round ball in the middle, and they're all connected. So that's it for that one there. Let me pull this back a little bit, and then we'll put this back into motion here. And blow this up for you guys so you can get a good look at everything that's going on. Now watch the rotation around this thing. That's wild. I've never seen such dramatic rotation like that before. And you can see it just slings out that object. This first one just slings out this object. Another one comes out down here. We got another one that comes off here. There appears to be a small little faint something going on down here and here. So it looks like we have, you know, a group of these objects, and when they come by the sun, they hit and, you know, cause multiple CMEs. This is 3 CMEs in one day. I don't think any of these are Earth facing right now, so we don't have much to worry about that. We still have an Earth facing CME on the way, but I don't believe any of these are going to be headed our way. But just very interesting, an odd effect right there. Here we got 2 huge explosions again. And then this one looks like it's doing some kind of wind up in a pitch. And it just pitches that object right out of there. Yep. Hopefully the camera's capturing that. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, so this is all on April 4th. This was all today. So there's a lot going on this. And then, let's see, it starts off with a full halo CME, but I believe that's going in the opposite direction. In fact, let's just go check Stereo A real quick here and see how much data they have on that event. Yeah, you can see that it blew off to the left and up from Stereo A, so it's going away from Earth. If it were going this way, that would be heading Earth direction. This little small one to the south looks like it's going to be going far south of the planet, so I don't think that one's going to hit us either. But this one's pointed in the opposite direction, so we're pretty good on that. Let's see, just real quick, there was a frame or two here where you could see it pretty clear. Yeah, right in here. This little round dot right there is the center of this big old bubble. This is the object that's coming out causing the CME. Yeah, I think that was about all there was for this one. Let's just go through real quick. Yeah, there wasn't much you could see on Stereo A. We just had to come over here and check and make sure those weren't Earth facing. So, but busy day for the 4th, and it started off with the full halo, and then 3 other CMEs. So the sun is really active, you guys, and you know, we got inbound CMEs from an X flare coming that are probably due here on the 6th or so. So everybody just kind of keep your head on a swivel and be prepared. You know, we might be in for some more crazy weather, more tornadoes and more earthquakes, volcanic activity, and tidal surges and retreats and stuff as these things pass by our planet. And you know, the effects of the sun also having on our, you know, radiation and UV levels and stuff like that. So I expect to see some, you know, more auroras and stuff like that too coming. So just a little heads up of what's going on here, and we have multiple objects caught again, all in one day, just ravaging the sun. I mean, that's huge CMEs here. That's a lot of material that's just escaping from the sun that'll never come back to it, you know. So, anyways, that's it for now. I love you all, and God bless you all, and until my next video, bye.